Good evening, ladies. Tonight, by Zrat Hashem, I hope to share with you ideas about Pesach um, in order to inspire us, in order to have us become more prepared, to prepare for Pesach with excitement and inspiration, by Zrat Hashem. Cleaning for Pesach can be a very tedious process. But what am I cleaning for Pesach? What am I really cleaning? When I'm cleaning for Pesach, I'm getting rid of chametz. Chametz should be cleaned thoroughly. Chametz represents the Yetzer Hara. I'm getting rid of the Yetzer Hara in every section in my life, mentally, emotionally, in every area, wherever I'm struggling. The Yetzer Hara is interested in putting me down. The Yetzer Hara is interested in getting me depressed, in making me feel hopeless, in making me feel as though I need not go on. There is no point. There is no hope for me. Pesach is here to remind us that this is our anniversary with Hashem. There is no bigger bracha in the world than cleaning for Pesach because it is the will of Hashem. It is our ability to do His will. There's no bigger bracha than to do His will. And when we're asked to clean for Pesach, we are doing Hashem's will. We are getting rid of the Yetzer Hara in every area in our life. And every one of us has a different Yetzer Hara. My Yetzer Hara may not be your Yetzer Hara. In order to prepare for Pesach, we must understand, what am I really preparing for? And as women, we have so much going on. It's very stressful. It's a stressful time because Pesach is very tedious. There's a lot of menial tasks, a lot of things to prepare, a lot of things to get done. What am I really preparing for? Unfortunately, many people believe that chametz lies in my dusty attic, or chametz lies in the part in the closet where you haven't really eaten bread in. We're not really required to do that. What are we really cleaning? I'm getting rid of my chametz. And what is my chametz? Again, we mentioned the Yetzer Hara. The mitzvah of Pesach in the Torah is to get rid of chametz, not to do spring cleaning. If you're in the stage of life, if you have the time, if you have the energy, then go ahead. You can clean, you can spring clean if you'd like, but you're not required to. You're not more ready for Pesach than your neighbor or someone you know who hasn't prepared for Pesach as thoroughly. You're not required to do so. Please remember, ladies, that as you prepare for Pesach, say with your own words, Lechavod Yom Tov, so that all your efforts are for the sake of the Hag, for the sake of the holiday, so for the sanctity of it, that you're doing it to prepare it with happiness, with love, in order to maximize your efforts, Be'ezrat Hashem. If I'm going to decide to clean till I drop, I really have to think. I have to think about my choices. I have to remember that I don't live in a vacuum. I have to remember to be nice to those around me. Our face and attitude, ladies, is public property, and that includes me being nice to the people who I live with, my husband and my children. Let them not be the Korban Pesach this Pesach. Let us not in other words, let them not wish that they bought us a ticket far, far away on Pesach, that we become these drill sergeants once they enter the kitchen or into the dining rooms or into our homes. We have a responsibility to give one another positive energy, and that includes our families. It is stressful for everyone as it is. In other words, stressful for us ladies. So if we share our ideas about Pesach, if we're sharing what we're doing on Pesach. Please, let's keep the Pesach cleaning, how well we're prepared for it. If you've prepared for it a month in advance, keep it to yourself. You don't want to make the girl next door, you don't want to make that woman, whoever she is, feel stressed out because she's well prepared and you're not. And what can we always talk about? Stay with the weather. Talk about the weather. It's always a safe topic. And let's make each other feel good. I want to share with you ideas about Pesach regarding the Korban Pesach, regarding Maror, and regarding Matzah. First, Bezrat Hashem, we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about Chametz. Chametz represents the Yetzer Hara. We make no compromises for Chametz on Pesach, just as we make no compromises for the Yetzer Hara. We need to take time to evaluate ourselves, to think deep and reach deep down, evaluate ourselves, have a deep connection to Hashem in personal prayer, and see, where is my Yetzer Hara? Why is my Yetzer Hara putting me down? How is it putting me down? How is the Yetzer Hara affecting me? The Mishnah teaches us that we're obligated to mention 3 things at the Seder. First, we're going to talk about matzah. Matzah represents the unleavened bread. So matzah really is representative of promptness, of a mitzvah. When you are presented with an opportunity to do a mitzvah, grab it. Our sages teaches us that in order for you to fulfill a mitzvah the right way, do it happily and do it quickly. Don't delay. Grab the opportunity. In order for the mitzvah to have full effect, for you to have full merit, it's for you to not look for the merit, for you to try to benefit the person for the sake of benefiting the person and not at all to benefit yourself. That's the ultimate reward of a mitzvah. That's the ultimate purpose of a true mitzvah. So we spoke that matzah represents a mitzvah. What about maror? Maror represents the challenges. That's why maror is bitter. Doing Hashem's will may be hard, but it's definitely worth it. Again, we mentioned that Chametz symbolizes the Yetzer Hara. Many times we may want to do a mitzvah, but the Yetzer Hara finds many ways in order for us not to do the mitzvah. And in turn, we feel bitter, just like the Mar. So what is the Pesach, the Korban Pesach? The Korban Pesach is the Passover sacrifice. It means devotion. It means unity. It means the oneness of the Jewish people. How do I incorporate this concept into my life? Let's learn a little bit more about it. The Korban Pesach must be roasted over fire. It is not permitted to break when being roasted. The korban must be eaten with matzah and maror. This is a beautiful, beautiful concept. Roasting solidifies the food. It makes it one. Just like we are meant to be one. If a person is hurting, a Jewish person is hurting, then I'm hurting. I'm not at peace with myself. Even if I don't know the person, I see a text message, I see an email, I hear of someone not feeling well, needing some sort of help in any way, financial, maybe some people need good words of advice, or just for you to hear them out. They're hurting. Their neshama is hurting in some way. And if I can help in any way, that makes me feel happy. And if they're in pain, chas v'shalom, then I'm in pain. We Jewish people are one. The Korban Pesach is lamb, And the lamb is one of the gods of the Egyptians. In Hebrew, the word sheep is said, the way we say sheep in Hebrew is seh. Why sheep? Why couldn't they use a different animal? There are so many different animals. Why sheep? The answer is sheep is a very fragile animal. If you chas v'shalom touch it in any way, it flinches. It's very gentle. We Jewish people are very gentle. We are one. If one part of the sheep is hurting, everything moves. In other words, if one Jew is hurt, we're all affected. We're all responsible for each other. We need to feel each other's pain. The sheep is also has to be 1 year old, symbolizing the oneness of Hashem. And again, the sheep, the Korban Pesach needs to be roasted over the fire, where the meat and the bone are all one. In other words, it's roasted so well, it's all one. This reminds us of the beauty of the Jewish people, of the beauty of our oneness. We all need to be responsible for one another. I want to share with you another concept. The Korban Pesach needs to be eaten with the matzah and the mar. Why? The matzah represents excitement. When the Jewish people were granted their freedom, they left with such excitement. Such excitement. The Mara represents the difficulties they experienced, the challenges they experienced while being enslaved and suffering in Egypt. We eat it together because no matter what happens to us, whether we feel, have experiences of goodness, where we see, oh, Hashem gives me a beautiful life. And then sometimes when we're challenged and life doesn't seem to be good, but it's also good, we're linking it together by eating the Korban Pesach, that it's all one. Everything is coming from Hashem. Everything is coming from Hashem. I need not worry about my life too much. In other words, I need not take things too seriously. I need not fall into depression. I cannot let the Yetzer Hara have a field day. I wish you all a beautiful bracha. May you be busier than busy this Pesach, preparing for Pesach, lechavod Yom Tov, Be'ezrat Hashem. Enjoy it, enjoy your families, and have a beautiful time preparing for Pesach. Chag Sameach.